What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. Forget what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Forget what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome to 2025. We made it. 2024 is out. We got 2024 in now. So today we're going to talk a little bit about our ambitions and what we're planning to do for 2025. So I used to say 2024. But 2024 was an awesome year. As you guys saw from the footage as the intro clip, we had a lot of really good events that we got to go to. Got to do a lot of traveling and do some other stuff there. Now, 2025, we're going to be ramping that up even more. We got multiple shows. We are an independent Amsoil dealer now, and we plan on going down that route to try to sell that product, show it off. And then towards the end of 2024, we purchased a drift car. It's a BMW E46 car. Somebody was already starting to get it ready for drifting, and we decided to purchase that car. We decided to do some work to it, and we're going to get it ready for the track, and we're going to take it over to Five Flags over in Pensacola, do some drifting with it, and we're going to have my son probably involved where he's going to be doing some stuff. But we also have one major event we're going to next year on top of some other smaller things we're probably going to be doing. So let's get started on that, and let's talk a little bit about our projects for 2025. So as most of you know, we have the trailer. We are actually here in Illinois right now, and it is cold. Like I forgot how cold it is up here, and trailer didn't do so good. We ran into a few issues, but you know something? That's the learning part about what we do. That's why we try to bring this stuff to you guys on the channel and tell you guys all about what we do. We don't have it fully insulated. We still got some of this stuff here we gotta get finished up. But for the most part, it should have kept up in my eyes. We have a fireplace electric heater, as well as the lithium batteries in the front. And if you guys haven't seen it, we'll take you up front there. Which actually, we'll probably go walk up there real quick and go show you. So we have back there behind my clothes, which is right there. That's our new inverter. And that inverter powers our whole trailer. That's what all these lights are running off of. We have a 48 volt lithium phosphate battery that we use to power this rig. And that's where all the 12 volt converter happens with all the lights. This is actually running off the inverter right now. And it works for the most part really good. We are hooked up to shore power right now to charge the batteries up and keep the batteries warm, because lithium doesn't like cold temperatures. So it's kind of what we have to do when you start running lithium, is make some changes with that. But we did learn something really good. This charger actually has a MPPT adapter system. So you can actually have the solar array that we're going to be building out on top there. We're going to put that up there. And then if you guys haven't seen it, this is my buddy Ray's bike. We're actually taking it back to Alabama with us. He's going to be coming down towards the end of February, and he's going to be heading over to Daytona, which is a big surprise because you know something? I found an event is not part of Daytona Beach. So I'm able to go a little bit cheaper on the fees for the vendor license and everything else, but it's right there in D-Land, and we plan on doing a booth there at the Burning Bike, which is like the I think it's Fast Lane Campground. We plan on going there and doing that. But before that, as you guys remember, check it out. We got our Murphy bed. It's up right now because we were loading the bike up and getting some other stuff taken care of. We got our Amsoil and some other miscellaneous tools, all kind of situated. We're still getting everything ready so we can travel. But we got the Murphy bed in now. Ooh, it's a little windy out, so I'm kind of walking around and whatnot. But we have over here, you guys remember this, we've taped it off for the shower and stuff. So that's going to be the major thing that we're going to be doing, is we're going to be setting this up to have a shower and bathroom. And Joanne, my mother-in-law, she gave me a really good idea to do a cassette toilet. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to do a cassette toilet instead of having to plumb in a whole bunch of stuff for the gray tank or even a black tank. We should probably run a gray tank. You know, run a gray tank for the shower water and all the disposal water, and just put that. Then we can dump it pretty much wherever we need to, as far as dumping water out, because it's not going to be any type of feces or anything like that. So, yeah, get the shower. We're going to get that taken care of. We're going to get a small counter. She also gave me another really good idea. We're going to use a toolbox, and we're going to get the toolbox all set up to be our kitchen with a sink and everything else, and so we can do some cooking. We don't need a whole bunch of stuff. We just need some basic stuff in this because we do travel. We do got a few more windows we got to pop in over here. Get the windows put in. We're going to get a few things finished up because we're going to be putting a couple bunks over here, similar to how we did the Murphy bed over here. I'm going to put two of them that fold down here. And that gives us the ability that once the bike's unloaded, there's nothing going to be here. We can sleep two more people here, and we're going to have plenty of room for people to kind of come hang out with us and visit us. You know, my brother and I plan on going to Sturgis this year, like we did last year, but this year I will be working it, and that's going to be the major event. I'm working with Thunderdome to get out there, so we actually have secured a spot, and we are finalizing all the paperwork and everything for it. And once we get that taken care of, then you know, we're going to be out at Thunderdome, and that's going to be set up for the Amsoil. We're going to be doing oil changes, just like all the other ones out there, kind of help speed up the process. We're going to be also doing audio. We're going to show you guys what pretty much we can build. Diamond, my bike, has the DS18 system where we put the DS18 speakers in it. I put 4 6x9s into the lids of the bags, a single 8-inch Scar sub, and then I did 2 6.5s in the front from DS18. Sounds amazing on that Diamond amp. During that process, I tested something different because Diamond amp, it works good. Problem is on a road glide, it's a little tighter, a little harder to get into there. So then we decided on the truck, we were going to do something a little bit different. The truck, I did the same thing. I did the 6.5 Pros all the way around. But I didn't go with the waterproof ones. I went with the little bit cheaper ones just because I didn't have to worry about the water resistant or being waterproof or anything like that. And we ran that into the truck. And then I put a center console on there with a 12-inch sub. Now, the micro amps that I wanted to test out with that were from DS18. I put 2 of them in there so far. The third one's going to be going in for the back one, but that one's going to be a little bit bigger amp, a mono block for the subs. Right now, this center channel amp that I got running is running 2 6.5s, and then it's running the JL subwoofer I got in there right now. And that's basically just one amp. The other amp, which is behind the screen of the Android stereo, we got that behind there. That's running all 4 of the door speakers with the tweeters and everything else. I was kind of iffy about these amps. I'm not going to lie. Just like Diamond, I was iffy about theirs too. Holy crap. These things work amazing. So come hit us up. We will have these amps. We're going to have the DS18 amps as well as the Diamond amps. And we're going to have some of the DS18 speakers. I'm only going to be focused on what we test and we want to back, because I don't want to be promoting stuff to you guys that is junk. If it's not worth it, we're not going to keep it. So that's kind of what we're doing, is we want to do the legwork, do the testing, and put it out there. You know, Ray, he wants to do some work to his bike, and we're going to see what we can do to try to help beef him up on his sound system. And if you guys want to hear it, come check it out. The truck's banging, the bike's banging, it's loud. And that's what we want. We want to be heard, we want to be seen, and show you guys what we can do. Now the BMW it will be out there with us, but it's going out to drift tracks. It's not going and getting sound competition or any show quality stuff like that. That's literally going to the drift track, and we're going to learn how to drift, and we're going to teach ourselves a little bit of the drift world and go have some fun with it. And then of course all this is going to be backed, well, not backed by Amsoil, but we're backing it by Amsoil by doing the oil changes with Amsoil. We're putting in all the fluids, the gear differential, everything that we're putting in there is going to be from Amsoil. Like the truck, which was crappy quality. I did not realize my phone, because I'm doing everything on my phone now since I got the iPhone 15, and it works amazing, but for some reason it washed out a whole bunch of my video and I couldn't use it. So that's kind of why that video sucked. But we did the oil change right before we came up here with the Amsoil heavy duty diesel oil, and she runs amazing. We did the Air Dog filter change on it for the lift pump and did a whole bunch of maintenance to it. But anything that we can to support Amsoil, because we want to bring you guys that product and we're testing out that product. Whatever we test, we're going to promote. If we don't like it from Amsoil, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to promote it, and I'm going to tell you straight up, we're not going to do that. We're not going to try to provide it. But you know something? The nice thing about Amsoil is so far most all the products I have tested, I really don't think haven't tested one of them that hasn't really done what it said it's going to do. You know, we put in Ray's bike and my bike, the motorcycle octane booster. Works really good, helps bring those decibels up a little bit, it gives it a little bit more smoother run and not as much knock. So yeah, let's take a walk outside and let's go take a look at the truck. So one thing I did want to show you, we have this down here, and that's going to be that little bad boy right there. That's the diesel heater. We did put one of those Chinese diesel heaters in here. Works really good. Problem is it doesn't keep up for what we're looking for. So that's kind of why we're kind of making a change, and gonna beef it up a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a mini split unit right up in this area, and then we're gonna put that on the tongue of it so it's out of the way and doesn't get damaged or anything. Oh, it is cold. So there's the fluid tank for the diesel heater. We got a few more things we got to do to it, but you know, you guys remember the truck. I don't know what we're gonna name her yet, but she's pretty much ready to rock and roll. We've got her all dialed in, and here's the inside. These are the 6.5s, and then we got the 3-inch super tweeters here, and then of course we got down here the, oh, you can't see it, water bottle, but we do have the 6.5s behind here as well as over there and behind the door, and Santa suit for the holidays for us being up here. So yeah, it is super cold. I'm gonna get my butt back inside because I can tell you right now, this is not fun for me. It's cold. I am definitely a southern boy now, and going down south, I am missing the weather right now. But from what I'm seeing, looks like we are in for a really cold front pretty much all over the United States. And I think we might be hitting that up as well too. So let's get inside and let's get warm. Still a girl. I know I said I was going inside, but one of the things that we are doing, my mom and dad bought this for me for Christmas. Super awesome gift. I'm actually using it up here because I wanted to test it out. We did pizzas the other night on the stone, and right now we have a nice little, ooh, man, it smells so good. Man, got a pork butt in there, and I'm looking forward to that. So talk a little bit about some more stuff, but you know something, I want to thank every one of you guys that subscribe and continue to support the channel. 2024 was an amazing year. I'm looking forward to 2025 and all the things that we're going to be able to do. So make sure you guys check your subscribe button, make sure it's still checked, and if your notification is not turned off, turn it on. We got a whole bunch of other content that we're going to be bringing to you guys. I know I say that every time, but you know something, this year is going to be different. We're going to make sure we stay on top of that. That is the biggest challenge for any YouTuber and content creator, is to make sure that we're consistent with our stuff, and I'm going to make sure 2025 is that way for me. And if you guys are in the market for any type of Amsoil stuff, hit me up. And you guys can check out the link down below. That helps our channel as far as funding some of the stuff. But there she is. There's our rig that we're going to be pretty much working and living out of as we start working through 2025. Not really living because we got the house in Lillian, but you know what I mean. We're gonna be decking that trailer out with the truck and getting it ready, and it's time to get my butt inside. So we're gonna finish this pork roast, pork's butt. What the heck? We're gonna get some of that pulled pork going. We're gonna bring in the new year, and you guys are gonna see this tomorrow. We'll see you in 2025.